Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today we're going to do the first of a few Hungarian dishes. We're going to make chicken paprikash with Galushka, aka nokadli. So for Christmas I surprised Mrs. KeefCooks with tickets to Budapest for a week, and that was last week. So we went to visit an old friend who we met in Dubai many moons ago, a couple of decades ago in fact, and we had an absolutely marvellous time, and we ate quite a lot of Hungarian food. So I had a go at chicken paprikash about 8 years ago, I think, and I'd never had it before, so I didn't actually know what I was doing. This is not unusual, but I don't let it stop me. And so of course when we got to Budapest, one of the things I wanted to try was chicken paprikash. And I got to say, I thought mine was better. The one I had in Budapest was in an average kind of restaurant, but it was on their tourist set menu, and really I don't think they put a lot of care and attention to it, which was actually a bit disappointing. Never mind. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. and let's get on with it. Chicken paprikash with all those little noodle dumpling things. Okay, ingredients for the chicken paprikash. We have chicken, actually 6 chicken thighs, skin on, bone in, and completely optional. Some regions of Hungary will use a little bit of bell pepper and some won't. All regions will use a load of onions. You want some fat to saute the vegetables in the chicken in. This happens to be goose fat. You can use lard or oil, whatever you've got. And also, there's always something I forget. 250ml of chicken stock, or this happens to be goose stock, because I did a video on cooking goose before Christmas, and then we actually had another goose for Christmas Day. So I made a few gallons of stock, and also got quite a large quantity of goose fat. Salt and pepper to season it, and salad cream, about 125ml. It's actually 150, I'll probably use all of that. And finally, the star of the show, paprika. So I did the tourist thing, and I got this very cheesy set of hot paprika and sweet paprika. Now, when I did this last time, all those moons ago, I did it wrong. I used smoked paprika because I didn't know any better. That is never used in Hungary, not in paprikash. So mostly we're going to use sweet with a little bit of hot. And the quantity is like 1 or 2 tablespoons, which is, yeah, really going to make it tasty. And as I recall, the one that I did have in Budapest barely had any paprika in it at all. It was almost indistinguishable. Anyway, let's get on with it, do some cooking. Okay, so we need to top and tail the onions, cut them in half, and peel them. And now we want to thinly slice the onions. And now we need to do something similar with the bell peppers. I'm just going to use half of that. And the red one. And now we can start actual cooking. So we need to heat some fat in a heavy bottomed frying pan, and then put the chicken pieces in, skin side down. Now, one of the things that's troubled me about this dish is the skin. It ends up getting covered in sauce and being flabby and quite unpleasant, actually. The one I had in Budapest had the skin on. So what I'm going to try and do is sear the skin and then, cook it in the sauce and try not to get any sauce on the skin until right at the end when we're serving it. So we'll get nice crispy skin and delicious sauce as well. Wish me luck. So when the fat is hot, add your chicken pieces skin side down and let them get browned for, I don't know, five minutes or so. and then take them out and add in the onions. When those have softened after about 5 minutes, you can add in the bell peppers if you're using those. So when you're cooking the onion and bell peppers, you might need to add a bit more fat. Stir it well to get everything coated, and then put a lid on the pan and let them steam gently for about 10 minutes. Then remove the lid, cook the veg for a few minutes longer till they're golden. Now we add the paprika and let that cook for about 30 seconds. And that is a process called blooming, which kind of, activates the paprika. It, makes the flavours come out. Then you can add the chicken stock and the chicken pieces, and put the lid back on and turn the heat right down as low as you can and cook it for about half an hour. Or maybe longer. Basically, you want the onion to kind of disintegrate and, develop a nice, smooth and tasty sauce. Okay, we're ready to finish off the sauce. So what we need to do is add the sour cream, but you can't add it directly. Well, you can, but it'll curdle and it won't be nice. So what we need to do is temper it. And to do that, you put your cream in a bowl and slowly add spoonfuls of the cooking liquid from the Paprikash. And what that does, basically, it gradually warms up the cream so it's not shocked by being poured into a very hot liquid. Also, you can stir in a teaspoon or two of flour, and that will help it thicken the sauce. So when you've got the cream ready, add it to the sauce and stir it in, and then we're pretty much done. Now I'm going to make the little Hungarian dumplings, the Galushka, which are very similar to something called nokedli, and both of those are very similar to the German spätzle. So what I've got is 250 grams of plain all-purpose flour, 2 eggs, 150 ml of cold water, and a pinch of salt. So add the salt to the flour. And the eggs. Not hard boiled, by the way, I just put them in the egg cups to stop them rolling off the table. And mix that all together to get a nice smooth paste. Now I've got plenty of water in a big pan coming to the boil, and there's a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of oil, and then we just chop up the dough and plop it in the water, and it needs to cook for about 4 minutes. It will float to the top when it's ready, and then you can just let it cook for a little bit longer. But I think I might have made my mixture a bit too wet. We'll see. Okay, there's the Galushka with I put an knob of butter on there and some chopped parsley, and I've actually got no idea if this is acceptable or could actually be described as what I say it is, because I never actually managed to get any in Hungary. Tastes okay. I'm sure I'll get loads of Hungarians helping me out in the comments. Let's dish up the Paprikash and do a taste test. Okay, taste test time. Da, da, da. Oh yeah. The paprika sauce is splendid. Chicken's definitely cooked, and I think I managed not to make the skin too soggy. It is still a bit soggy, but it's okay. It's actually better than okay. It's marvellous, really, really nice. So you should have a go, make it yourself, and you'll thank me for it. Oh yeah. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time.